right.
Welcome back.
Welcome to Dear Love and Lust, episode 32. I am your host, Jumaine Maine Event Brown, alongside the beautiful, lovely Bklyn, Shay, Shavina, Richardson.
Hello, Governor.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I feel real good about being back in business. Okay.
Back in business, huh?
Yes,
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we go again?
Yes,
okay?
we're going to go there again.
We're going to go there again, okay? Because somebody has been booked and busy, okay?
Well, yeah, I've been booked, but you've been busy.
Here we go. The rundown.
Yeah, we'll run it down. Yo, Shay, we recording this Sunday? Nah, I'm in Bklyn right now. Oh, okay. Shay, we recording this Sunday? Nah, I'm in Atlanta right now. Shay, we recording this Sunday? Nah, I'm in Houston right now. Okay, I'll hit you next Sunday. Shay, we recording this Sunday? I'm at a wedding.
Let me just tell you something.
Tell me.
And boy, were the weddings amazing. I've been to 5 this year. Okay.
I've been to 10.
Oh,
5 of those I got paid for.
I know that's right. I can't say
Actually, I'm lying. 7 of those I got paid for.
There you go. Again, booked. And sounds like busy as well. All right. So now that we have got those pleasantries out of the way, welcome back to Dear Love and Lust podcast. I'm so happy to be back. Yes, because we took the summer clearly off.
Yeah. It is season 2, episode 32. Look at that rhymes. I mean, it's the same word, but whatever it is.
We here for it. We are definitely here for that.
Happy to be back. We don't have any questions from people.
No.
But we definitely have some topics to discuss today.
Yes, we do. And I'm excited about that.
You pulled it up?
And I don't have my alcohol either. So
oh, Lord, she doesn't have a wine.
I don't have my wine. It is definitely a process right now because I'm like, the wine just, it makes it flow the way that it flows. And I like that part about, how we do.
Yes, we all have our vices.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with it. In moderation.
Everything in moderation. All right. So, I'm starting out this question.
Yeah, you can do the top line intro one more time, and then we'll get into the questions. We'll do that.
All right, so basically we here, right, because there are 2 perspectives that we are interested in, hands down, all right? My perspective, Jermaine's perspective, okay? Male, female, or indifferent, all right? Look at that. Who is doing it? My father. He did this the last time. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess he did.
I guess he did. And I'm going to have to unfortunately answer because this is the person. Daddy, how you doing? I am recording right now. Excuse me?
See what I'm saying? Booked and busy all the time.
Did you hear what I said? I'm in the middle of recording a podcast. But I wanted to answer just to tell you I love you and I appreciate you and I didn't want to not answer. Okay?
Oh.
I will call you back. All right, love you. Okay.
Oh. All right. So, go ahead. We'll stick with a wide shot when I speak, and I'll get me when I speak.
Pretty much. Okay, so long story short.
Charge.
Thank you. Give this little process, because that will do it more than likely.
And bring your mic closer to you too, please.
Okay. Is that better, Jumaine?
A little bit. A little closer.
A little closer?
Get close to the mic.
Closer.
There we go.
All right. So you can hear me. So that's good. All right. So in the end, we were talking about the beginning. Right. The perspectives that we have between you and I. You and I, T-Y.
2 perspectives, one male, one female.
Absolutely. And we diving into the process of, love, relationships, the exclusiveness, the situationships, sex, lust, and all the above, all of that. And we are not experts, but we are 2 people that have been through some shit. Okay. And we here for it. All right. We love it when you guys email, send us questions. They are anonymous, so you end up tweaking the questions and stuff like that in order to bring them to you. So the way that this works is that it has to go both ways, right? People send us stuff and then we dive on in and we may answer.
Well, they haven't sent us stuff because we've been gone so long. So
yeah, we understand.
We're just going to discuss some topics this time. That's why we're also doing this a recording instead of on a live stream. But we're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it work. Okay, I'm loving it. So, shall I go for the first question?
Go ahead.
All right. This is beautiful.
Bust it off.
It's so good to be back. All right. The nice openings and then some. So, Maine posted something on Dear Love and Lust about a young lady and this young woman, okay? Let's
call it what it was.
Yeah, whatever. She has a married
side
boyfriend.
chick.
She's a side chick, pretty much. Married boyfriend takes side chick on a cruise with him and his wife. Is that a thing now? Does it appear that it is a thing now?
So the video basically is one-sided, and all you see is the woman that is the side chick complaining about the fact that she's on a cruise with her married boyfriend and his wife.
Yep.
And based on how the video is, when you go to Dear Love and Lust Facebook page, you can actually see the video for yourself. But based on how the video look, is like she's basically the third wheel in SOL for most of the cruise.
Right.
And she's complaining, but she makes one of the comments, not exact words, but something to the effect of, yeah, he's here with his wife, but he still brought me, and he's still going to love me more than you, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Basically, letting it be known that she is that bitch.
She is a proud side chick.
And that the wife just need to get over it because he really wants to be with her. And,
that's wild.
Not the wife. And, I live for the day of reading, hopefully later today and tomorrow and the rest of this damn week, about people and what their perspectives are on this topic, because that was insane to me. And if it was a skit, beautiful skit, because my God, it was extremely believable, and it went viral, okay, and pulled out the masses, because all you see is her blocking out the woman's face and all this other type of stuff. Some man dancing.
I didn't need to see the face. If that was the wife, she's fine, and side chick is definitely a side chick for a reason.
yeah. I'm like, all right, somebody deciding that they want to bring you on a cruise, and you basically, yes, the third wheel, and go on excursions, and she's on the same one. I mean, she breaks it down in a video. Y'all gonna have to definitely tune in. But yeah, that's not ever gonna work for me.
Never.
I'm sorry, not ever. Not
Can't
ever.
be suggested. Nobody.
Absolutely not. All right. As we have discussed on a couple of
podcast.
Absolutely. I'm territorial, and that is not gonna work for me.
Only threesome is a paper, plastic, rubber doll, and whoever is her future husband.
Yep, you're gonna have fun, and you're gonna enjoy it completely. But that's what's going on. So what's new in your world? Because we haven't been together. So even though we're diving into this wonderful topic that we just pretty much, though we want to hear from everybody and what you're thinking of, this would have been a good one to go live on.
Ain't nothing really new.
You dating?
No,
you did go
on
a date.
I'll take somebody out for dinner or whatever, but it's not with the intention of relationships at this point. It's just to go out and have a good time and have a good conversation.
Okay.
Preferably with a woman that is, of some eye candy and so forth. So.
Okay. Well, how was your last date? Because you did post that, at least.
I post what date?
You post that you went on a date, and you said in good company.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I would never do that.
I promise you did. And
I
was like,
posted
go ahead,
the food.
Man. Right. But you did make a comment that you was in good company. Yeah, don't play yourself, because you absolutely did. So clearly you missed that memo that you did that. Posted the food. How was the damn date?
So basically I went to, where was it? It's a spot in Troy, a seafood restaurant in Troy. Nice spot, expensive spot.
Okay.
Your
suggestion or somebody else's?
I'd never been, so I was curious. I wanted to go.
Oh, okay.
You know, but we're not gonna give him free promo.
Okay.
But I was going with somebody else initially, but unfortunately, you know, they couldn't make it.
Okay.
So last minute call to another friend, and
It worked out.
it worked out.
Beautiful. I like stuff like that. The beautifulness of life.
Couple $100 later, it was a good night.
Ooh, yeah. Sounds like a real good night. An expensive one.
Yeah,
as you
it's
said.
a little pricey if you're gonna go to that spot.
Yeah.
You know,
Won't have to worry about that.
it's
I'm
definitely
allergic,
for the uppity folks, which I love. I love venues like that. You know.
Okay.
Last night, you know, I got a chance to rock alongside my bro, DJ Biz. He was DJing the 50th anniversary of the alumni chapters for the Kappa fraternity in this area.
Yes.
And it was dope. They actually had the plaza lit up red
I love
for
it.
the Kappas.
See what I'm talking about?
We was at, now I will plug this spot because we had definitely done events at this spot. And, you know, the general manager, shout out Leola.
Okay.
She always takes care of us when I'm in the building.
All right.
It was at the Renaissance, beautiful spot.
Yes, it is.
If you want to get, you know, your weddings done, your private events, your, you know, corporate meetings and so forth done, that's one spot you should check out in Albany.
Absolutely.
It's a good time, good vibes. They had a band there, Powerhouse Band. I'll give them a shout out.
All right, Powerhouse is on. Love it. Okay.
They actually had Tara and Nico in subbing for their usuals.
Yes, tore it down.
Yeah, it was a good time. They did their thing.
I love it.
Me and Biz got a good 75-minute set to rock the end of the night. And
Okay.
it was a good time.
I love
a lot
it.
of classy grown black people in that building. Well
So
dressed.
they say that's where the money lies. Where the money resides.
Oh,
where the money
there was some money in it. You know, there was some, you know, local celebrities, you know, and some senators.
Okay.
Paul Tonka, shout out to him. He's always in the circles.
Yeah, all the time.
You know, for those that do know, I still do work in the Albany City School District. A shout out to Kalita Adams, my boss.
Okay.
Superintendent of Albany City Schools is in the building.
Love it.
There were a lot of Qs in the building supporting the Kappas. I always think that's dope.
That is extremely dope. Okay.
It was a good time last night.
Okay, that's what's up.
I thought I was going to Empire after because, you know, my homie DJ Show, DJ Biz, and my other bro from my fellow island, Jamaica, Ronnie Bott, was in the building, but yeah, 44 hit different.
I'm trying to tell you. We were talking about that.
I was like, damn, I want to go.
It's a different vibe. Completely.
It's different. If this was in the summer, I didn't have a day job to go to, I would have had the energy to go. But having a day job to go to during the week, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the day job, the night jobs, the hair jobs, the businesses, the stuff. I am trying to tell you, no thank you. All right, Friday nights come Friday. My Friday nights look totally different right now. Okay, it is like night. Okay, after the week, I'm going to sleep. All right, if I don't take a nap, if an event is happening clearly later on, there's a potential that I will get up. Okay,
so
but otherwise,
this event.
Y'all, that particular event is happening on a Saturday.
Oh, it's daytime hours. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be good for that.
Oh well, no, this one right here is the flyer that you did for Blackfest. Okay.
Oh, what time
which is
the
which
other
is
one?
fine. The other one, it's okay. It's okay. Basically, So You Think You Got Talent is happening October 22nd. All right, we haven't done this clearly in 2 years. It's the rebirth. And we're going to be at Empire State Plaza. And it is in the evening. It's not during the day.
What time? Because I guess I'm supposed to be
6.
judging.
Listen, doors open up at 6.
Oh, that's still early.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Beautifulness of life. Okay. And
shout out to you for inviting my daughter to basically earn some money.
She's an amazing artist, and I'm obsessed with her.
She'll be doing some caricatures.
Yes, she will.
She was like, I don't really do it. And I was like, well, Google it. And she's like, oh, I can do it.
Yeah, exactly. And we discussed it briefly at another event. And she was like, oh, okay, that's what you're looking for. Yes, that's what it is. Make people with the big bobbleheads or whatever you're going to do.
She's currently in Cali right now for her uncle's wedding.
Okay, see?
On her mother's side.
Popping up. They doing it. It's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a
and
beautiful
I was
event.
supposed to be in Miami Carnival this weekend.
Here you go. How he gonna ask me about so you think you got talent, then start talking about everything else? The daughter part, because she's a piece of it. I love it. Jazz is on point. All right.
Hush.
But here he go talking about himself.
See, you didn't even allow me to finish it because I was going to segue.
Go ahead and segue back. You gonna segue back?
I would have been in Miami doing a lot of dancing and so forth. But at So Think You Got Talent, how many dance groups do you have?
We have officially 1, 2, 3, and 4 this particular year. Okay, 4, and then we have a mixture now of some singers, all right, and a lyricist, a young rapper, and I'm loving it. Okay,
and there's categories, or they just whoever wins wins?
No, whoever wins wins.
All
There's
right.
no categories. It's just about talent. Point blank. Period. So you bring
You
your
got
talent.
the judge
you bring your
forums because I don't want to hear nothing. Ain't nobody coming up to me. How you get me? Because you messed up.
Yeah. I have the judge forms. I have everything solidified. You have to clearly be added into the fold because somebody has been too busy to accept certain things. But it's okay.
What are you talking about?
No worries. No worries. I'm not gonna drag you
always
right here.
shooting shots when we're on the podcast. They be blindsiding me too.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So long story short, everything is set up. You can't. It's not fallible for nothing. Everything's categorized on the paper, so you know exactly what you're looking for. They get a max of 10 minutes to be on stage. If they go over, you deduct points. But other than that,
gotcha.
We are about the cause, okay? And the cause, even though we are in the month of October, which is Domestic Violence and Breast Health Awareness Month, we, as So You Think You Got Talent, Her Temple Monologues, we recognize all forms of cancer. So instead of giving to the big wigs, we have the big wigs coming and giving us resources, which is shout out to American Cancer Society, and they provide us with the resources that we need. Then we have, for the first time, MC, I want to say, is it Lawson? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I'm messing it up, but it's a black cancer group led by one of our sisters, and we are going to.
So let's look at it.
Look into it.
Let's look it.
Yeah, because this is the first time, and I'm happy to have them there, just because Celeste is affiliated, and because my sister Celeste is a part of it.
Gang.
Yes, it's going to be the beautifulness of life that we have to participate in. And okay, Lord 10. Okay. So it is, and this is something to state, and this is why I said it's so important to get it right. So MC Lawton Civic and Cultural Club Inc. They were established in 1919. They are one of the oldest, all right, women empowerment group and so forth. When I say like they are in, this says lifting as we climb for the good of humanity, in the end crowns the work. I love it. The end crowns the work. Okay, shout out to y'all. All right, I make sure that I get it. And they have an upcoming event on the 14th where Legacy will be performing at, and it's called Unmasking Cancer. All right, so we have, it's the Women of Color Cancer Support Group. That's what I was going for, because that's why I said it was the Women of Color. But I wanted to definitely be able to say the MC Lawton Civic and Cultural Club Inc. All right,
gotcha.
It's a lot, but it's a beautiful thing. I was more impressed with the fact that they have been established since 1919, which is clearly,
that sounds like a fraternity.
listen to me, might as well say so. But their event October 14th, that Friday and stuff like that. It's gonna be a mixer, masquerade mixer. So if you need tickets, you should get them. VIP is up there. They got.
You said masquerade.
Yeah.
Speaking of masquerade.
Excuse me. We're going to segue. This is going to be all about us dropping cues and things about bros and sis that's having events that's coming up. So talk about show right now. Go ahead.
My brother from another mother, the Bronx Bomber, Money Talks representative, DJ Show, will be having his annual birthday bash.
Okay.
On October 29th, Halloween weekend. It is a masquerade ball party.
Okay.
So hurry up, hit up Amazon, because the costumer ain't gonna have your mask.
Lord.
They always out of stock. It is at Albany Stadium Club, our bar and restaurant. I'm sorry, I always call it club because of Stadium Club. Remember Stadium Club back in the day? But Albany Stadium Restaurant and Bar, 51 South Pearl Street, Albany, New York, right next to the MVP Arena, actually literally on the building. DJ Show, of course, will be spinning. DJ Biz and myself. It's grown and sexy event.
It sounds like it's going to be a grown and sexy time. I'm definitely trying to be there.
Little Eyes Wide Shut, Black Edition.
Listen, I'm here for it.
Eyes Wide Shut, Black Addiction. That's funny.
I'm here for it. But a lot of great things are coming up. Maxine Lawson, she's having something. That's why I wanted to say Lawson so bad, but it's not Lawson. She has an event coming up as well. And let me gravitate towards that because she's another sister in HTM. She is called Hollywood Magic Presents Fashion by the River. It's at 433 River Street. It's the River Street Market area. In Troy. Okay. So she is having her wonderful fashion show on October 15th, which is the day after. And Legacy will be performing at that as well. So it's a family affair for sure. It's going down. So entry to that, you probably want to get there. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff coming up. People happy to be back in full effect like we are. All right.
Oh, we outside.
We are outside. And
that's why we've been booked and busy.
Yeah, great time for people to get with the dating and everything like that. And as I was stating about So You Think You Got Talent, we are very excited to have amazing people in the area continuing to support the cause. They do it for the cause in order to support all forms of cancer. Again, the youth in the community are doing great things, and that should be showcased in the great way versus all the negative that be going on.
Yo, it's wild.
Yeah, the wild west.
I just saw a podcast the other day. It was a clip of it. Shout out to Math Hoffa.
Okay.
He got actually one of the dopest hip hop cultural podcasts out there. Okay. But the caption, the title of the clip was "Upstate is Upstate really horses and cows and so forth." They had one of the rappers, I believe his name is 38 Special. I think he's out of Buffalo area. Okay. Or Rochester, Western New York, upstate Western New York. So they were just discussing like the different areas and so forth, and how a lot of New York City folks, like Bklyn, Shay. Whatever.
See, I knew he was going there. But I'm just like, let me.
They assume that anything up 87 North is, cows and horses, because when you coming up the highway, that's all you see. Right. And they started discussing, all the things, especially from that urban street culture that happens. And then Albany got brought up, and the first thing out of one of them people's mouth, "Oh, you go to Albany, you get shot."
That's
like,
sad.
Damn.
That's sad.
Damn.
That's sad.
That's what we known for.
Yeah. What do they call us? Like the what is it? Little Chicago or something like that? Some shit. I'm like, I mean, over it.
It's been a lot of shooting and murdering going on in this small city, unfortunately. Yeah. It's probably because there's not enough love and lust going around, or maybe there is, and the lust is what's triggering some of these issues.
Yeah. Yeah, because people tend to, wild out. You know what I'm saying? And in talking about love, that part, not the lust or whatever. Shout out to Mickey, another sister in H.E.R, who tied the knot yesterday with brother Jeff. All right, so shout out to the Millers.
Let's get married.
Y'all, we are loving it. All right, and as I stated in the beginning, that was wedding number 5 that Shay has been to this year.
Oh, it's a lot of black love. So we will say that. There was definitely a lot of weddings in the 518. There was more weddings than there were murders. I will say that.
Hello, and you clearly made some money off of some of them, which is a blessing in itself. But it's beautiful. It's like that's the things that I feel like, I'm happy that we're doing this podcast, because it's shedding light on not just, the dating scene or whatever, but talking about love as well. It's like people out here, they living their best life and they doing what they doing, and I'm here for all of that. So,
and there's a lot of going on in 518, and again on October 22nd.
Yes.
So you think you got talent? The Rebirth Year 7 will be popping off.
Yes.
At the Empire State Plaza Convention Center in Albany, New York.
Yes, and shout out to
not
all
the murder
ones
capital
involved,
of the world.
all right, all our contestants are wonderful, and we're excited about that. Shout out to the host again for this 7th year, Lady T. All right, she will be in the building with the guest host. So I'm excited to see who this host is popping up on us and, making it happen.
I have an idea, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Oh, Lord.
Keep your
Tyler Perry thoughts popping in my head.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
Anyway.
And then some. I love how we segue sometimes. That's
beautiful.
We
definitely do.
Yeah. So what else is happening? Should we go to the next one?
Well, yeah, we're gonna go into the next one. But I'm going to. So, you asked me about, have I been going out on dates? Who was your plus ones at these weddings that you've been going to?
Actually, most of them I went by myself. Only one I went to with my person. Okay.
Oh,
shout out to my person.
Oh, the person exists.
There's a person I am now exclusively dating.
Woo.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Yep, I sure am.
Sound like the Rose is getting jealous.
Nah, the Rose is the Rose. The Rose is the Rose. But yes, shout out to my person. That's it. And
look how dope that is. Perfect segue to what I'm about to talk about. Since you have a person.
Since I have a person.
So we're going to dig into this intimacy thing.
Yes, sir.
One of the things that you'll see that was posted on the Dear Love and Lust Facebook page was another podcast, but it was asking, how do you initiate sex?
Right.
And some of the comments in it was quite interesting. So, Miss exclusively dating with a person, if that activity is going on in your home or his home or whatever, how would it initiate?
One, it has to be collective, right? I believe
definitely mutual, because if it's not mutual, that's a crime.
And it's the mood, it's the setting the ambiance in the space and making sure that, collectively that's something that we want to do, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, it's the smells, it's the lights, it's the food involved, if anything.
Food is important. Y'all peep that?
Yes, food is very important over here. And just the touch, you know what I'm saying? So I heard most recently that our love languages are different, correct? Just in general, people speak certain love languages, and most women love languages.
I'm so over love languages.
No,
because everybody think they have a love language, and it's not accurate most of the time.
Listen to me.
I'm listening. I'm sorry.
So it's like acts of service. I heard that, and I was gonna go there, but it's acts of service that get you to a point of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? It has different things, like what it sounds like, what it looks like for a man, and what it looks like for a woman, or collectively partners in general. And for me, it's the service piece of it. Like, I work a lot, so the person would be able to take me there if I'm feeling like I could be in my feminine energy. Okay, so that is a level of intimacy for me, meaning that I don't have to control everything. I could just be a woman in that moment. And I'm like, okay, wine, dine me, massage my feet, get my shoulders going. What we doing? Okay, that will put me in the space of wanting to be intimate with somebody. Okay, so, and thankfully, this particular person knows exactly how to do that. So, and that is meeting me where I'm at, and vice versa. So that's it.
See how long-winded that was for the woman perspective?
Now, what you gonna say from the short version?
From the man perspective, it don't take much. You want to do it? Yeah. Nah.
Not all men
seriously,
like that.
No. On a serious note, there has to be a mutual connection and vibe going to trigger. We men, and I was joking just because we men definitely have the reputation of it doesn't take much to get us started. That is not always accurate.
Right.
We are definitely built and wired differently when it comes to sexual arousal and all that good stuff. We're visual.
Yeah. Visual, also smell, sound.
Smells.
You know what I mean? Like
5 senses.
Yeah, like all of the above. And it's like you also want a woman, or you guys normally like a woman, to cater to those needs in terms of letting you know that you're sexy, you're handsome, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like you got it going on, making you feel good, meaning exploring you versus you always exploring the woman. And
sometimes all it takes is, an oversized nightgown knowing that you ain't got nothing on underneath.
Right. Or the conversational piece of like we talking about married couples and people who are really like living together or spending that type of time together, okay? Where you come home from work and instead of the nagging, there is food prepared for you, so keeping you fed, okay? Making sure that
food again has been brought up.
Yes, it has, okay? Making sure that your needs are met too, and that you're not, you have battled whatever you're battling out there in the world, right? So I don't need to add to that. Even if I'm pissed off at you, I don't need to add to it in that moment, okay? We're going to save that probably for a table conversation, okay? But in the middle of you coming home from work, I should be assisting with being your peace in that moment, not necessarily causing the drama. So I think that is important as well in terms of the intimacy that will end up happening between two people, because who the hell wants somebody barking at them 24/7? Okay, that's not gonna get it. Okay, shut down. Do you get turned on by somebody yelling at you?
Oh hell no.
Some people do. That's why they go to the clubs and get whipped with.
Some of them love that toxic energy. They can't have good sex unless it's after an argument or whatever. They like makeup sex as the best sex, but
yes,
at the end of the day, you knowing the person that you may be intimate with as well as them knowing you right back will always work.
It will. And
people have touches where you can hit that spot that only that person knows.
Hello somebody.
You know what I mean? There's definitely different levels of intimacy.
Completely. And intimacy does not always mean we banging it out, okay?
Yeah, I was getting there.
Thank you. We're on the same page. I love it. Go on now.
It was a 2-part question. Intimacy and how do you initiate sex?
Period.
Some people can have intimacy without sex, and some people can have sex without intimacy.
That is a whole fact, all right? And, y'all chime on in when y'all get a chance to witness this wonderful rebirth.
Oh, we're going to get this up soon. We're going to get this up before
of course we are. Can only imagine why. I can only imagine why. But we are going to.
Yes, y'all definitely need to chime in on the comments.
Chime on in on those comments,
and we will respond in the comments once we see it.
Yeah,
we need y'all help helping us grow, so make sure you subscribe to our Facebook page. Follow the Facebook page, don't just like it, make sure you click follow, because the new algorithms and the way they got these social media stuff set up.
Yeah.
And of course, make sure you're also a member of MaineEventLive.com.
Absolutely.
We will be putting episodes back up on that site as well. And also you can find out where I'll be DJing or doing an event, or
yes,
you'll find out where You Think You Got Talent is going to be, and all that good stuff.
All the good stuff, as well as hit up Her Temple Monologues. Okay, make sure to follow Bklyn Shay page. You know, she still exists. She's still here. You know, evolving and in such a great way. All right, so you know, I'm
very happy to hear you have a person, because I was gonna tease you. I'm like, oh, she cut her hair. I mean, it's been a while, but we ain't been on camera. I ain't get to talk about it. I'm like, usually when a woman cuts their hair,
right,
for some dramatic reason.
Yeah, it's called menopause.
Oh, Lord.
That's the dramatic reason. I was not trying to keep them damn wigs on my head 100 times over, okay? Need to let it air out.
Flashes of heat.
Ooh, listen to me. For those people who can relate, I am not ashamed of it. It is what it is. It's a part of life. And I was like, you know what? It was spiritual for me, so let me just go there. All right, it was definitely spiritual.
See,
more
there goes a dramatic.
It was more than the flashes, okay? But and it was a rebirth for me. So that is the part of my life right now. Like I am
like
loving it.
It works.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got the right shape head for it, so you'll be all right.
And if I didn't, would Maine be honest? Yes, he would, because we got that type of relationship.
I'm like,
He'd be like, nah, that's not gonna work for you, sister. Go
slick
on.
It back or something.
do something. Normally, I have it slicked down too, but anyway. Fast forward to the reasoning. Yeah, it was spiritual, and it was something I had. It took about a week to fully come to terms with everything that I was.
Oh, so you cried for like a week?
No.
Oh.
No. Actually, that was part of day one. And it wasn't because of the cut or whatever. The cut was like, okay, I felt light, and I was just like, okay, free. And I went to the Jade's here, Envy, before she decided to say that she wasn't going to be doing it no more. Her and her daughter, they understood the assignment in terms of where I was going and why I needed to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, basically, and with nobody really around and stuff like that. So it was beautiful, and shout out to them because
they took care of you.
Oh yeah, so it was beautiful and it was needed, and I feel like
who's her daughter?
Jay.
Oh
yeah. So and that was my first time meeting her because Maxine was actually the one that shout out to Max. Would put the plug in there. It was like, hey, you probably should go in that direction.
Because Max was waking up at 6 in the morning for you.
Not that she wasn't. She was very honest about what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So she was very honest about the process. Like, okay, you trying to. This is deeper than just a cut. You know what I mean? So yeah. So it's cool.
Gotcha.
Cool. Yeah. So that was it, and everything worked out accordingly. And every time somebody sees me, they like, oh, okay, this shit is real. You really cut your shit off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I did. And
well, they also say, part of the reason women will cut their hair is because women do hold a lot in their hair.
Correct. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, even those that actually grow, locks and so forth, there are certain phases where they will chop some of it off to regrow, because maybe that season of their life, they dealt with a lot of stress and a lot of challenges.
And that season is over. And interesting enough, that after I did the cut, is when I got in an exclusive dating relationship. Call it what you want to call it. But yeah, that happened, and I was ready for it, and it was interesting enough that I said, yeah, I'm open to that. So anyway,
there you go.
Yeah, there we go. So get into the get down now.
Right, let's hit that last.
Let's get with it.
Actually, I'll do it, because if you got any topics, you can go into it.
Okay.
Right.
So you want me to do my topics, or you want to do
I'll do that one.
Okay, do it. Let's go.
So I got a question, because I'm tired of hearing this. It's a trendy topic and a trendy thing to say. What are you bringing to the table? So I want to know what's at the damn table and why is it, and what is it that someone brings to the table, and why is that so important?
Let me just say
what somebody else does. Why is what somebody else does so important?
Because people have made it that way. I'm talking about
that is a dope answer.
Yeah, people definitely have made it that way. I'm over the shit. I'm like, excuse me? Why are you worrying about what I got going on over here? Because trust me when I tell you, a prenup will be on the motherfucking table, point blank period. Because what's yours is yours. What we acquired together is ours, okay? And vice versa. That whole process. And what does it matter? Because we have
what
learned.
Is the table?
The table is the bullshit. Let's just say that. The table is the damn bullshit, because here it is, man. It doesn't matter what you have. The have-nots. I done dated people who had stuff, people who have not had it. And assholes are assholes, okay? And it goes both ways. So whether you bringing something to the table, how about we talk about bringing peace? That's what I would like to sit at the table. How about joy, all right? Mm-hmm. How about a collective understanding that we're trying to build a legacy? Or we're building to something, right?
Right.
That should be part of the table, all right? Not, what's in your pocket because I'm trying to get in that pocket, all right? And how, all that stuff, you know?
It definitely sounds like what have you done for me lately type thing. Yes. When you talk about the table, at least from the social media aspect that I see it prevalently being discussed.
Completely.
There is a level of traditional values that's supposed to exist, but it's been perversed so much, you know, city girls, city boys alike, where everybody is trying to figure out how to get the most from somebody by giving the least.
Right. Like, let me say this. The person that I was seeing prior to this particular person, they were whatever. You know, I was dating. Okay, I was out here in the streets dating. All right, trying to just do something different instead of just being in a relationship with somebody.
You know a pimp called Slipback? This is a pimp called Bklyn.
Here we go. Whatever. I was not pimping nobody. Everybody knew about the process. So anyway, get into the... Yeah, you always say you damn joking. But anyway, the person who I was seeing and I really had liked at that particular point in time, why that did not go the way that, you know, my thought process would have been is because it appeared that the person was more interested in my accolades and the things that I had going on than me, the person. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, you teaching at a university now? Oh, okay, you doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, it just was just bothering me because I'm like, all right, I've known you for a minute. Clearly, we have a good chemistry, good vibes and stuff like that. But if you think in your mind that that is what makes me, you missed the memo, because all of that shit could be going tomorrow. I need to know. And
shout out to Professor Richardson in the building as well.
Hello. Yes. Thank you.
They still are important, and they do need to be recognized when you do achieve accolades as such. But continue.
Yes. So that was a turnoff for me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, because it was consistently being brought up after, you know, I acquired that. And I'm like, prior, I'm a social worker. So at the end of the day, one way or another, being a humanitarian, being somebody who will give the shirt off their back to somebody, to me, my character meant more than what type of job that I do, you know? So the fact that really seemed to be the end to all things, like it was going to be like, you're going to be
the same person that was saying, oh, you so busy?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like...
He was confused.
Yeah. So it's just like, what do you think is happening in this particular point in time? So, and I was, you know, then I dated the guy in Connecticut or whatever like that. And it was like a similar situation. Whatever, man. So it was a similar situation where, you know, here it is. Okay, one person, they feel you too busy and that you out here doing the most or whatever like that. But I'm like, if you don't even know what you want and you clearly stating that, oh, you're not really trying to be in a relationship or anything like that, I'm not holding my breath to wait around and be like, oh yeah, everything is gonna work out hunky dory. No. You're gonna need a time to get yourself together and figure out what it is that you really want. Because I truly believe, which will segue into my topic, but men know what they want. Okay?
That is very true.
Period.
But I will say this about the table. Yes, the traditional values exist still in many of this world. But it's different and it has evolved because people's roles have evolved. Especially women.
That's the truth. A lot of
because
entrepreneurs.
women are no longer just eye candy and stay at home folks. If we're being honest, they actually haven't been that way since the beginning of time anyway. It's just traditional beliefs and values have tried to put them in the box. But women, have been on the forefront of a lot of change and evolution.
Correct.
And currently, they can take care of themselves.
Facts.
So if a woman gives you time and energy and allows you to be in her space,
Ooh, speak. Come on, man. Let me hear this. Speak it.
it's of value.
Hello.
And yes, there are some women who, move how men traditionally moved. Some of them may think sex first and they don't care about connecting or
Right.
whatever. Some of them have multiple dates in different area codes.
That's a fact.
It is what it is right now.
Yeah.
And then there are some that still are stuck in old traditional values. And yes, they have an expectation to be taken care of and provided for.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with any of the above.
Okay.
You just have to make sure the person that you're interacting with is on that same level as you.
That's all. And that is the piece of the puzzle that says what is the importance of the table, right? So that particular piece that has been conjured up by people, all right, fabricated, told a story, the table is imaginary. And there is no importance of it because it's defined by you and that person.
There we go.
Point blank period.
There we go. We didn't even discuss this further.
No, we did not.
And I completely agree. We usually don't agree. It's been that long. It's been that long.
And we're going there. I'm loving it, though.
It's been that long since we actually agree with each other. So
that's a fact. That is a fact.
But on the Shay's topics, what we got?
On the Shay's topics, in terms of knowing what you want when we talk about love, okay? So I had this conversation with my ladies, and shout out to the Vibration Podcast. We have not been in session either, okay? So
I
we're
wonder
gonna say
why Bklyn Shay.
Bklyn. No, it was Vicky too, because Vicky is the host of that one. Okay, I happen to participate.
Accurate.
I'm the co-host, but I'm the.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Well, whatever. So
shout out to Vicky.
Shout out to Vicky. So long story short, we have not been around, but we've been, just discussing certain things like how we do when the sisters get up. We have conversations. So it's like, all right, all these weddings that we all attended, mostly everybody either is separated from their person, they out dating. They exclusively dating, or they in relationships now. They choosing not to post or say things about their person or anything like that, right? And then the flip side of that is like, all right, so do men really know? Because most of these women that are getting married have been in these relationships with their persons for like 3 years, 6 years, 7 years, whatever. And then one in particular has only been with their person for about a year. And that person proposed within 6 months. Okay. So it was like, all right, so we got a variance of different degrees that are happening here. So do men know off the rip who they want to marry? That's what I want to know.
So I'm going to just put it this way.
Or commit to, should I say.
Women, listen carefully. Men are not as dumb as you think we are.
Oh, Lord. I don't think you're dumb. So let me just say that.
And there are some men that will entertain a woman as long as they're allowed to, even though they know that's not the person that they want.
Do tell.
That's just nature of how it is.
The nature of the beast.
You get to do, if somebody allows you to do something, you're going to continue to do it until you're not allowed to do it, or you decide to do something different.
Okay.
And usually when a man decides to do something different, it's because he found something that was more to his liking. But a lot of men have the habit of entertaining and utilizing and enjoying the cow and its milk
completely
without wanting to buy it. And on the flip side, though,
come on,
there are men who generally know exactly what they want and will not settle or budge till they get that.
All right.
I guess I may be one of those men, because according to a post that I posted recently on Facebook, I'm difficult and stubborn.
Ooh, I heard the same thing by somebody who tried to make it appear that we both are just difficult and stubborn, and that's why we're not together.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, I'm sorry. No, that is not it. Definitely not.
So the post I posted was in regards to a question I was asked, and the question that I was asked, why are you single? And my response was, I am single because I have not found a woman that, one, attracted to, two, can have high level of communication with. Actually, what else did I say? I'm going to go to it.
Yeah, go to it.
I'm going to read it verbatim.
I want you to, because I definitely saw it and I was like, "Ooh, Maine about to go there. He going to tell more." So and you did. You always are extremely articulate in your response to people, and I'm like, I wonder sometimes, like, do he sit there and be like, these dumb motherfuckers?
No, I don't. All right. So someone asked me, why am I single? I responded as this: I am single because I desire a woman who I am attracted to, that I can communicate with on a high level, that will be my best friend and my lover. I have yet to find a woman that is all four of those things at the same time. At the same time.
At the same time. And you should not settle. Not ever. Okay? And that's the point. The other piece to Shay's topic was the fact of men waiting until they're about 65 to finally be like they ready to settle down. Okay? So, again, the timestamp, all right, put into motion about what is it in that vulnerability state of mind.
There is no timestamp.
There is none, right? Yeah,
you can't have a timestamp if the person that you want is not there.
Yeah. So speaking of yourself, since these qualities you're looking for, right now, being a devil's advocate here, they're there. Now the person has 3 out of the 4. Okay, would you? You still won't. So if you never marry again, you comfortable with that? Completely.
You know why? Because I'm happy as I am.
Come on, say that louder.
Because I am happy as I am.
I love it.
So you're going to either add,
okay,
or I'm going to subtract.
There we go. I told the young lady last night, I said, when you finally get to a place where you're happy, right? And you're the person making you happy, that is when your person is going to walk in your life. And that is when you're going to know it. Like, I never believed that whole concept, especially after being divorced and all that stuff like that and going through the shit that I went through, that I would know. I knew without a shadow of a doubt that this current person and the moving forward, probably the only person that I really feel like, whoa, hold on, this is different. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel different and want to be the best version of myself.
So
with this particular person.
What was interesting about the post, one of the person that commented, I'm cool with, right? And we haven't spoken about, but we ended up having a conversation. And I don't want to say bothered, because I get it. Mm-hmm. But, her thing is she is done with men, particularly black men. Oh. Because they have all...
Ooh, excuse me.
all done her dirty, filthy, and she's tired. So now she's only going to focus on herself. Now, last year, a couple years ago, I would have been all defensive and getting her into the like, yeah, you can't be like that. You can't say black men and all hate black men. But what I have learned and grown to understand, that is her experience. I can't tell her anything different.
Man, you have to give me some. Yes. Okay.
I can't tell her to do anything different because I don't have an experience to give her to differ that.
That's it.
And it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
That's her reaction
that's her reality. You know what I mean?
You know,
and a lot of us had got to that point of the reality because for me, after that last dating finale with the person, I was like, fuck it. You know, I'm really going to just focus on myself, enjoy my roles, and call it a day. Like,
now, what I would say, she did say that I also thought was interesting, and it was a level of self-reflection, in my opinion, was she's like, yeah, I definitely need to focus on me because I have to figure out what is it about me that keeps drawing and attracting. I was like, oh.
Same thing. So shout out to whomever this person is that spoke to me. It was the same thing for me because I'm like, if I keep attracting all these narcissists, what piece of me wants to completely heal someone? You understand what I'm saying? What part of me keeps drawing them in that I'm just attracted to these mofos that mean me no good?
Well, here's another thing. It's a little bit, it is that, but it's also, you know, you're a beautiful woman. Curvy too. Men like curves, beauties.
Yeah.
We are visually stimulated.
Right.
The immature man is going to focus on
just that.
Getting the body and doing those things. The mature man, not so much. They're gonna need more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because everybody got a vagina, everybody got boobs, you know, ass or whatever, different shapes and sizes.
That's true.
So what makes you different?
Right. And that's the context, and I say that, of someone's character. Because I began at one point, and nobody can say that they wouldn't feel this kind of way. If I kept having these interesting people come into my life, challenging and all this stuff like that, to only learn in that moment that, you know, it was just, it was the drama. Hold on a minute. So let's say that. Hello, love. So I am recording, but I wanted to do it because you came up in the podcast. So just like my dad called, I'm answering your call during a recording, a live recording, but not live. Okay. So we're going. No, you're fine. You're fine. I just wanted to acknowledge the fact that you're a real person.
We know. We ain't doubting.
You're a real person, okay?
You know, at least he's not a truck driver.
No, you know what? Shots fired.
Yo.
But either way, I'll talk to you later when I finish, okay?
I'll take that back, though.
All right, later. Yeah, so long story short, let's say I lost my train of thought. Get me back on target.
Basically, you know, what happens where you're learning yourself.
Yes. Okay.
And figuring out how to attract different energy. And that came definitely at a time where I chose me for once, okay? Because I was conforming in some way to other people and always basically like what you was telling me before, like, damn, Shay, you know what I mean? Like, you clearly know I will give the shirt off my back to somebody, but people will use you, you know what I'm saying? And they will use that to their benefit one way or another because they know you're good, they know you're capable, and that's all they want. But to have somebody for once show up for me without me asking, without me doing, without me saying, that again was key. Like, hello, show the fuck up, okay? Because as much as I'm giving, it should be reciprocated back, and reciprocation is everything. And I think that just in general,
you deciding who you're going to choose and be with, damn right you need to keep your 4, okay? Because it's like,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, if somebody can't present to you the full package of what you're looking for, you already been there. Shit, we already been
And
married.
here's another
we know what
thing
the
that
hell
I think
that hellhole can be.
I think one of the things and reasons why certain people may get sensitive about me sticking to that 4 is because they're either or.
Right.
And essentially, yes, if you're not in it for, don't expect a serious relationship out of me.
Right.
We can be friends, we can hang out, might even be able to do a thing, who knows. But you're going to know from the jump what the expectation is. So it's your choice. But even with that said, some women don't listen.
Listen.
So I'm even more careful.
Period.
So I'm okay with sticking to those 4.
Yeah, and let's also be clear.
And they're very simple things.
They appear to be very simple things, but let's also be clear about this. Even though when we talk about, dating, we're talking about marriage, we're talking about being with people, we're talking about having a visual of what we're seeking and what we deserve. Also know for a complete fact, like, no, you're not exclusively truly with nobody until you either have a ring and a full commitment. You know what I'm saying? Or
nowadays, according to Cruise Girl, that ain't even the case.
right. But it's
my God.
For those people who choosing to go there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the way that I see it, whomever, inclusive of my person right now, I'm not gonna be the only person wearing a ring. Excuse me? No. Looks like you need one too. All right? Because if you gonna propose to me,
here we go.
Here we go. All right. We will both be wearing some rings on our finger. All right. Because what is good for the gannet, it makes sense. It's like, I don't understand why this has not been this need to be a damn trend. Be like, oh, I'm sorry. What do you got on your finger? Oh, the promise that I'm going to marry that woman. That's my person over there. Right there. Okay. Go. But yeah, no, this is great. It's so good to be back, Maine.
Yes.
I love it, dear love.
And we're gonna keep it right at an hour.
Absolutely. There we go.
Look at that.
Look at that. I love it. Okay. We got good stuff happening across the board. And I am loving all of it.
So we're about to conclude the 32nd episode.
I can't even believe it. 32. GG.
And the kickoff episode for season 2 of our Dear Love and Lust podcast. Make sure you follow us on maineventlive.com/Dear Love and Lust. Our Facebook page, Dear Love and Lust. I think it's about time we might actually even build a YouTube.
Hello, somebody.
And it might even be better to go live on YouTube instead of
the Facebook. I agree.
Because Facebook got they rules a little interesting. YouTube got rules. At least they actually make it clear. Yeah. Facebook be on some. Well, today it's this, but tomorrow it'll be that, and
right. We're not even.
Nah, okay? We don't like you. Yeah. Because I swear, going to jail, Facebook jail, is a trend too. It's like, how everybody going? I think some of them be capping just so they can say they ain't pay their phone bills, so they can't get on Facebook. That's what it is.
Oh no, yeah. But I've got shut out myself when they said I was tagging too many people. So that's like insane.
Yeah, they pick and choose what to do whatever. So, yes. I mean, I definitely have maineventlive.com, and yeah, I can put as much video and live as much as I want to.
I know, but YouTube is different. So get us on YouTube. That's where the bread and the butter.
We'll do the familiar things first before you support black business.
Correct. Like
shout out to the ones that already do support and they're on
have been asking when are you and Maine getting your asses back in gear, and I'm like, well, we've been on break for a little bit.
Merch and apparel will be also on the maineventlive.com/shop.
Yes.
When it's back up, make sure you go order yours.
Get your merch for sure. Follow me. It's live. I love it. You got some good stuff
Plug
happening.
the. So you think you got talent one more time?
Yes, please be sure to share, support, purchase, come and join us even if you're out of town. We would love to have you on October 22nd. So you think you got talent, the rebirth year 7 with our host Lady T. We have an amazing list of contestants in the 518 area and beyond, and we are extremely ecstatic. We have some guest judges, all right, that will be in the building. They will be released the week of the show. So you will find out exactly who all is going to be judging our amazing contestants. I am so excited and I'm looking forward to it. Purchasing tickets, you can hit up any of the contestants or anybody of Her Temple Monologues, or you can call us directly.
Is it on Eventbrite too?
It is not on Eventbrite because Eventbrite, in their wonderfulness, nothing's wrong with them at all, but a lot of people do not like putting their credit card information out there still. So
Gotcha.
they have been cash apping us if they need to cash app, $ Her Temple Monologues, okay? And you'll get a chance to see us up there. But if you want tickets, just hit me up directly, Bklyn Shay. You know how we do. Hit up Maine if you trying to get in touch with him that way in order to get in touch with us. But so you think you got talent? 22 is going to support a good cause, and Shakisha Hills, she is going to be the person that is our recipient of the monies that is coming from that event. So we are very excited to support the cause of helping her get whatever she needs in terms of supporting somebody that went through cancer. All right, so we are in the month of doing that and very, very excited. And you, sir?
And we will be turning up Halloween weekend.
Come on.
October 29th,
Come on.
Albany Stadium Restaurant and Bar for the DJ show Masquerade Birthday Bash.
Hello.
Featuring DJ Show, DJ Biz, and myself, DJ Maine Event Live. So come have a grown and sexy Halloweenish good time.
Right.
Tickets available on Eventbrite and MaineEventLive.com, and you can pay at the door for those that don't want to give their credit card information.
Absolutely. That's the majority of the people that we know.
All right.
Unfortunately.
So finally, if you have any love, sex, and relationship questions, email us at dearloveandlust.com. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions anonymously.
I love that part.
We'll be going live again soon. So you can catch us either on our Facebook page or live on YouTube. Or MaineEventLive.com. Maybe all three at the same time. Who knows?
I love it. I think, this feels different. You know what I mean? In such a great way that we got something here. We had something here back then, but, it feels very, very good to be back.
Yes, we are back.
I love it. Well, here we are. Excuse me.
Yeah. You know what you got to do.
Yes, we do. So thank y'all so much for joining us. And then some. Maine. It has been phenomenal. You can get the merch and then some. But we are going to say collectively,
Peace.